Did you know that as of the year 2000, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, better known as NOAA, estimated that as much as 95% of the world's ocean, and 99% of the ocean's floor are still unexplored, which means that we know more about Mars than we know about our closest neighbor. However, something we do know is how fast the ocean's supply of clean water and food is deteriorating due to the pollution that lies in its water. While individuals are not heavily concerned on the problem pollution has on society, it is still worth to educate yourself on the topic to try to reduce your carbon footprint. Take this informative presentation as a way to inform yourself on the issues that faces today's world. While many other pressing matters are confronting our ocean, plastic pollution is one of the main problems we are combating. Plastic bottles, the intoxication of marine animals, and the ever-growing consumption of plastic are one of the many reasons of our ocean's contamination. Ever since I was young, I was fascinated with the oceans. Therefore, I wanted to become a marine biologist. Furthermore, after I changed my major to business, I've still tried to keep up with the latest trends and updates on the ocean. Plastic bottles are the most commonly mass-produced products in America. According to an article from Food and Water Watch, about 70% of plastic water bottles bought in the United States are not recycled. Although water bottles are most likely convenient to you, they wreak havoc on the environment. During the International Coastal Cleanup, plastic water bottles were the third most collected trash after cigarette butts and plastic food wrappers. Scientists estimate that by the year 2050, there will be more plastic in the ocean than fish. A plastic bottle can last up to 450 years in the marine environment, slowly fragmenting into smaller pieces which eventually end up microscopic but never indeed go away. Due to the plastic debris in the ocean, many animals have been placed in danger. For example, a recent study found that sea turtles that ingest 14 pieces of plastic are at an increased risk of death. Their young ones are essentially at risk because, unlike their elders, their young ones are essentially at risk of contamination because, unlike their elders, they don't know what food to get, basically, and they usually go with the currents just like plastic does. According to Simon Riley, half of the sea turtles worldwide have ingested plastic. Some starve after doing so mistakenly believing they have eaten enough because their stomachs are full. While dolphins are less likely to consume plastic, they are also at risk of contamination through the food that they eat. There is an estimate that approximately 8 million pieces of plastic enter the oceans every day. 2/3 of the plastic that enter the ocean come from land-based sources. For example, industry spills, litter being left on the beach or washed down rivers. As reported by Surfers Against Sewers, approximately 51 microscopic pieces of plastic enter our oceans, weighing around 269,000 tons. So, since fish are being caught for human consumption and now have plastic, we should be asking ourselves, how bad is the plastic for us? So, as a result of our carelessness, plastic is now the number one detrimental factor in the well-being of the ocean. Plastic bottles, the intoxication of marine animals, and the increased consumption of plastic are one of the main reasons why we're battling this issue. Many nonprofit organizations are working towards a common goal, which is to get rid of plastic in the oceans and try to save the species that have been placed in danger. Thank you.